Hey everyone, and welcome to The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, where I've just teleported to the next questing area.
Foundations probably caved in. Literally undermined.
And apparently I ran into a quest straight away. I was going to just teleport here to save you a loading screen, but I guess there's something here. Or assigned gear. We'll check it out while we're here, why not? I should have tracked that actually, but I'm not really sure what I'm looking for now. I should probably track it. Locked. Oh. Fine. We will go over and we will track the Ursine gear. Oh. Well, I am supposed to be here. Just, Oh, right. And then we instantly kind of run into it. I think. Do I have to blow things up? I probably have to blow things up. I have to blow things up. Geralt fixes things by blowing things up. I guess not technically. Blowing you away? Okay, that's 3 pieces straight away. That's good. And some wine. Of course. Charité Gontran de Tuffo's journal. I have no idea if I just pronounced that right. I'm gonna probably say no, I didn't. But okay. That's the Witcher, I suppose. No, I am lying. That is not the Witcher. This is the person contracting the Witcher. Finally, a response to my notice. A Witcher, big as a mountain and bearded as a dwarf. He asked about the contract, then said he'd take it. For about as much coin as we've set aside for Fifi's dowry. That's some nerve. But I had no other choice. I had to agree. Well, I mean, the Witcher was trying to buy a sword with it, and it was a pretty expensive sword. The Witcher claims the problems are caused by some subterranean monster. He searched the area and found an entrance to a complex of caves by a stream in the Marcessin forest? Question mark? He plans to enter through it tomorrow. The Witcher hasn't returned. Some elf from the city asked about him. Now that's some nerve, giving our address to non-humans. Wow. So he's just calling this master swordsmith and armorsmith some elf. I can't even. Enough of this! I'll never hire a Witcher again. It will soon be 10 days since he took his retainer and disappeared. I plan to sell the things he left behind to recover at least a portion of my losses. Too bad he mostly just left scraps with scribblings that no one will want to purchase. Are you kidding me?
Whatever beast the Witcher was hunting, doesn't seem like he killed it. Gotta keep my eyes peeled.
Also for people who will try to rip you off, apparently. Although I suppose this person probably died in the collapse. I mean, it would make sense. Oh. Oh! This is where the monster's treasure is! Oh! Wow, it all makes sense now. It all makes sense now. And it's a wraith, it seems. From this side. Yep. I should actually just quick attack that, shouldn't I? Why not? I'm strong enough now. I definitely shot first there. But this can't have been... Okay, I think these are the people that died. The people that were rude to the Witcher. And the elf, actually. But this is the monster's lair that I was looking for, but probably not what the Witcher was looking for. Besotted Cleric's journal. Aw. I've decided. I shall ask her tomorrow. A man only lives once. We agreed to meet at our usual place at noon. Clarissa has asked for a half day off, and I'll sneak away from the Chancellery. That old fogey of a supervisor will never notice I'm missing, and even if he did, so what? I'm young. I'll find other work. Well, boy oh boy. Although, if Clarissa found out I'd lost my job, she might not agree. I'd have proposed to her ages ago, were I not aware how much she fears a life of poverty. She's never said as much, but I can see it worries her. But what are we waiting for? Together we shall live more economically than apart, and finally we shall not have constantly to scheme out ways to meet here. Or I suppose at this point die here. I wanted to invite her to dine at the best eatery in all of Beauclair. So many times I have imagined what it would be like. Waiters decked out in golden livery would bring us foie gras. I think that's what you would pronounce it like, but I have no idea if it is, and it probably isn't. And sorbets. Clarissa would sit on a satin cushion and raven black crown of hair on her head, and looking beautiful, the most beautiful woman in all the room. Not the world. Then I would pull out a diamond ring. But the truth is, I shall never be able to afford all that, not even if Clarissa were to insist a ring of simple silver would be enough for her, and we'd be better off spending that coin to buy a house in Hauteville, where we could open up a shop and she could sell hats. Hal's moving castle? No. Thus I shall propose to her tomorrow, in the abandoned wine cave which serves as our meeting place, our cozy sanctuary where we have spent so many pleasant hours together. She never complained that our only romantic moments have been spent surrounded by cobwebs and old barrels of wine. And whites, I guess. Wait, maybe those two whites were actually these two people. Ooh, that's upsetting. But tomorrow marks the end of all that. Once we are wed, I will carry her across my threshold. It will be tight quarters, but there will be room enough for a bed. And there will be no cobwebs. I've only a simple copper ring for her, with a red glass jewel of the cheapest sort, but I promise in a year's time I will exchange it for a silver one, with an amethyst, or maybe even a ruby. Oh, Clarissa, tomorrow cannot come soon enough. I think I shall not be able to fall asleep tonight. Here's a question. Why do people carry around letters like this? Why do they feel the need to just take these intimate letters that describe exactly what they're about to do and it's like, I should keep this on my person at all times. A witcher might want to know. I mean, I do, but it's still kind of odd. So I guess this is Clarissa. She didn't write a letter, so I don't know what's up with her, how she felt. Maybe she didn't really feel anything? Maybe that's why she didn't write a letter? Oh well, that's a pity. The diagrams are actually... Are they close by still? Let's see. No, not quests. World map. I guess close by is a bit of an overstatement. Okay, they're a decent amount away. I should go get them. I'm gonna go get them. Just so I can say I finished it, you know? Although it doesn't actually show me how far away it is, so... Whoosh. Teleport my way, please. We have Witcher diagrams to loot and plunder. Intimate letters to read. Are we there yet? I was looking at the map at this point all the time. But then again, the weather is kind of foul, so... There's an entrance behind me, and there's an entrance in front of me. Something tells me they're gonna exit at the same place. See, it's telling me to go in...
Entrance. Let's see if this witcher left any tracks.
Never mind, it's not telling me anything. It's telling me to go into the cave. Shut up, Jinsey. It's a very pleasant cave, but... I lied. There's a monster, so less pleasant. Okay, but give me a minute. I have to check if there's interesting... Oh my god, I want that! Rude. Wow. Wow. I'm not even... Wow. My loot, though. Oh, no, no! The moment I go there, it doesn't let me again. That's just... Who does that? That's ungentlemanly. Extremely so. Yes, yes, I know. No! You should have let me kill you! Oh, wow. That knockback. And that's just rude. Aw, my sword's broken as well. That's even worse. It couldn't have been this that killed the Witcher though, right? This is just one centipede. There's no way that killed the Witcher. Fix my sword. And I want my stuff back. Oh, back? I want my stuff in the first place. I never had it, and then I think that's the problem. Thank you. Just wanted the repair kit. Okay, we can destroy this. So let's just do that. Because it seems like it's... Yes, that's where it is. And, of course, some wax. But I want to read this. A warning. Warning! Buildings around here have been collapsing because the monsters dug tunnels all over the place. Not sure yet what kind of beast it is. Well, I guess it was the centipede that killed him. Don't come after me, and don't wipe my symbols off the walls, because I need them to find my way out. Je n'en believe in.
Left his school symbol on the wall. Clever. Gotta keep a lookout for more.
But, I mean, he died. So... And the centipede's still here. So what does that tell me? Does that tell me anything? There's a dead person here. This is... You can't go anywhere from here. No. So this is nothing. Well, wait. Is that gold? Looks like gold. Yes. I don't really know why I'm taking that with me. I don't think there's a point, but... you know, gold. Oh, wow. What were you doing here? And just with a bunch of jewelry in his bags. Just like, hey, hun. I'll be back later today. Just gonna go have a little walk with my jewelry.
More symbols. Where are you gonna lead me?
That is a very good question, Geralt. More wine. And the skull. And there's a box next to him. I want the box. What's in the box? I haven't actually dyed my armor at all. Maybe I should do that eventually. Just to see what it's like. Am I missing something? I must be missing something. There's another mark. What's up here then? There is nothing because I can't do anything while I'm under attack. From this here. Oh, more giant centipedes, of course. Oh darn, that was the wrong one. How? That is cheating! You can't just keep doing that. Well, same place, same time. Same place, same time. Same attack as well. Well then. No, this time I'm faster than you. That is enough of that. So, maybe it's just a giant centipede that killed the Witcher. That must have been it.
Must be the corpse of the Witcher from the School of the Bear.
He was killed by this centipede? No. Damn it, should never have taken this contract. Still not sure what sort of monster I'm up against. Worried I won't be able to prepare properly. Stupid of me to bet the coin I set aside for the armor? What? Elves just love squeezing folk out of their last copper, and those skinflints at Tufo aren't any better. But no point feeling sorry for myself, and no point going back until I got a full set of gear. Well, as long as you're sinking, might as well walk on the bottom. I'll find a way, damn it.
Should have never taken this risk. Must have really wanted the armor. I can probably make really good use of these diagrams.
Yeah, but was it really just a centipede? How could he have just been killed by a centipede? I don't know how I feel about the School of the Bear at this point. I mean, getting killed by a centipede. More florins. More stuff. Everyone that goes into this cave better bring your most valuable possessions. Because why not? Wait, can I break this? No. I must be able to do. Never mind, it's just open. And there's also nothing here, so that doesn't help. Or maybe it does. Maybe someone really, really needed mushrooms. I am so sure that this is the other cave. I can't believe no one mined this out yet. And there were only 2 centipedes as well. It wasn't even a horde of centipedes like the nests that I've destroyed before, but just this is it. Another dead person as well. And there's also is there an entrance here? I am clearly seeing a thing on the map here, but maybe it's upstairs? No. This map is confusing me now. I am definitely missing something and I don't know what it is. More dead people. There are so many dead people here. Maybe this is where the real monster is. Because there are just too many dead people here for just 2 centipedes. But Geralt's not really talking, so maybe not. Maybe I should shout like people in movies do and then they get eaten. More formula? I mean, at least it's a good treasure cave, I suppose. I can climb this, can't I? Does it go anywhere? And by anywhere, I mean loot-wise? No, it doesn't. I'll take another potion just because, and I think that's all there is. No evil monster! Oh well, obviously there were evil monsters, but only semi-evil monsters? I don't know. This is where I came from. What's this? Oh, no, that was actually just a rock. I thought it was a drawing of a rock, but then again, why would anyone make a drawing of a rock? Well, that doesn't make much sense. I swear I'm missing something. Can I get up here? Because it seems like there's an exit there, right? I can see an exit there, kind of. So I must just be missing this. Or maybe it's the other cave exit / entrance. Oh, I bet it's that. And that doesn't help me either at all. I'm actually just going to have to go the same way back. Well, now I'm gonna have to check that other cave though, just to make sure that I was correct in my assumptions, which I don't know that I am. Damn you, game. This is not okay. Can at least hold my hand somewhat. Yeah, no, there's no exit there either. It's very odd. You know, if those people were still alive, I should be allowed to collect the contract. Because, I mean, technically speaking, I just completed the contract. Okay, so there was a cave here. Right here. Make sure not to fall down too far. Yes, yes, it does look like this is that safe cave. That safe cave? That same cave. Just trying to make sure I don't fall down so I can't get up anymore. And then there's actually nothing here that would be even worse. Can I? Yes, okay. But that doesn't get me anywhere either. This is so weird. What is up with these caves? I am missing something major. There's no way. This, because I can't go anywhere from here. There's nothing in this cave at all. This is so confusing. I will never understand this, because I'm probably going to forget about it. I'm very much like that. Okay, well, you know, we had that other quest to do, so... Yay, we got witch armor we're not gonna make. Yet. to the vineyard, which is actually around the corner. Oh, that's so convenient.
Come on, Roach.
See, I did this on purpose. I was, saving time by sitting in a cave for a very long time. See how much time I saved? This is a nice place, though. Wait, did I not... Have I not been here before?
I do what they pay me to do, that's it.
Okay, yeah, well that's generally what's expected of people that get paid to do a thing. So, yeah, can't complain.
Yeah? What is it?
Now, why does one summon a witcher, To inquire about the gossip currently flowing about the court? I have a problem with a beast.
Ah, you the one posted the notice? Go on then, spit it out. What's it about?
First, my dear witcher, we must establish ground rules. Given the vast difference in our respective social positions, I'm sorry to say I take umbrage at the familiar tone you take. I expect deference. I expect you to address me as Sir, or better yet, as Monsieur de Bourbeau.
No! No, I don't think we're gonna do that at all, you prick.
Listen, friend. There's an enormous difference between us, but it's not about status. It's about me having 2 swords on my back, and you having none. So I'll call you whatever I want, and you either deal with that or solve your monster problem yourself.
The gall! I shall file a complaint with your guild.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you address it to customer service. Kaer Morhen, Kedwin. Now talk, before I change my mind and go.
Naughtlings and their manners. Very well. Let us get this over with. Something has infested my vineyard.
Mm-hmm. Great. Let me go prepare my something oil then.
I beg your pardon?
Need more information than that. Where was this something seen? Any witnesses? Bodies to examine?
Therein lies the rub. None has seen the beast. We've only heard signs of its presence, a strange scratching and shrieks. Neither are there any corpses to inspect. Men simply disappear without a trace.
So, let me just get my something oil. Oh, I love Geralt so much. I can't express it. Talk about the men first.
Who's disappeared, if you don't mind my asking?
Most recently some farmhand, I believe.
Despite the vast difference in social status, you remember the farmhand's name, maybe?
No. You must speak to my wife. She has more collegial relations with this household help. She's away at the moment visiting her mother, but should return forthwith.
Okay, so the wife is actually a better person than this husband. It's good to know that at least someone cares about the household.
Noises you mentioned, where do they come from?
Well, everywhere. But they're most clearly audible in the wine cellar.
Means the monster must dwell underground. When are the noises loudest?
In the night, just as they were years ago, when the buildings quaked. Another expert agreed to look into the matter then, but was never thereafter seen nor heard of. Oh, that should suffice with the questions. Now tell me, will you take the contract? Yay or nay?
The Ursine contract? I mean, the guy was a prick in the letter. This guy is a prick. Ergo, is this the Ursine prick? Because I think it is. We're going to be rude at any possibility at this point. Let's talk about my pay.
Depends. What kind of reward are we talking about?
Oh, wow, he pays well at least. Good stuff. Let's see if we can take him for more than that. Yeah, 555.
Fine. Seems I must take the loss. Agreed.
Alright. Good price.
Fine, I'll do it. Need to look around here first. Then I'll want to talk to Madame de Bourbeau.
Very well. I shall inform you once she has returned. Meanwhile, the key to the cellar. Just Whatever you do, please do not disturb the wine barrels.
This guy. Social statuses. Please. I am Geralt, the White Wolf.
Not if
I am the
you
highest
drop
social
it.
status there
Ah,
is.
Some carrot to move it.
Right. So we'll be investigated thing in the next episode, because I think that's a good one to close off. This guy and his prick behavior, or maybe a bad way to close off. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Sacre bleu!
What is the meaning of this? I'm paying you to slay a monster, not demolish my property.
Property's falling apart on its own, what with all the tunnels under it. I'd fill those in soon if you don't want your building to collapse.